Okay, in this segment, we're going to be talking about something called Cosplay Is Not Consent. Now, if you watched the last video, which was the information for first time volunteers, what to expect at a con, one of the things I mentioned is ladies in skimpy outfits. It just goes with the territory. They're cosplaying characters that wear revealing outfits, and so in real life, the cosplayers wearing revealing outfits. It kind of makes sense. Unfortunately, this has a side effect of attracting the attention of people that the ladies might not be interested in attracting. People, male types, see the costume that they're wearing and the sexiness of the outfit or the revealing nature of the clothing triggers something in their mind that, oh, I can approach this person and invade their space. Maybe they're just wanting a picture, but instead of asking for it, they just assume that they can have it. Maybe they go far beyond that and, get too close to the person, maybe even start touching the person. Not a good thing. Very uncomfortable for the ladies. And basically they just get it in their mind that this is okay because of what the ladies are wearing, and it's not okay. So there is a safety movement that kind of emerged organically in the Comic-Con world called Cosplay Is Not Consent. It's not put out by any particular organization. It's just a movement, and it's become so popular that large cons will actually put signs up, and they'll make it part of their code of conduct that vendors have to agree to in order to come to their con. So I haven't seen it so much in the smaller cons, but in the larger ones you definitely do see it. And basically what it means is that the con recognizes this as a problem and they want to do something about it. So the first level is just to put a sign out there saying, this is bad, don't do it. On a second level, a con may welcome vendors to volunteer their booth as a safe space. So if a lady who is cosplaying basically is approached in a manner that's uncomfortable to her, maybe people are just being obsessive and they're just invading their space or whatever. If they're taking too many liberties, and maybe they tell them no, don't do that, and they won't leave them alone, and they feel threatened. Basically, sometimes cons will let the cosplayers know that they can go to certain booth spaces on the vendor floor or somewhere in the show, and in those places they will find safety and refuge. And it basically it's just designed like if just for safety reasons. If you're in the world somewhere and you begin to feel threatened, they say just go to a public space. Well, the whole con is a public space, but in these designated areas within the con, different booths that are designated as safe spaces for Cosplay Is Not Consent, basically they know if they go there, there'll be sympathetic people there that will kind of watch out for them and basically kind of gather around them to separate them from the person who is taking too many liberties. So Spirit and Truth Fellowship, going as the nerd church to these cons, we have in the past talked to the organizers of cons to see if that's something that they participate in or that they welcome, and we volunteer our booth to be a safe space for cosplayers who feel uncomfortable with the advances of their fans. So if as we go to new cons, if we get the chance, it is a good thing to talk to the organizer about this and see if they recognize cosplay as not consent and if they consider to have our booth as a safe space. Now, of course, having a safe space means you're going to have more than just one or two people in the booth. Ideally, it should be a couple. Like when Sheila and I go to cons, I wouldn't volunteer if she couldn't be there and it was just me, or it was just me and other male people in the booth. It's supposed to feel like a safe space, and that situation of having all males manning a booth and then saying, "Oh yeah, the lady can come over here and feel safe," maybe she wouldn't feel safe. So but if there is female participation, volunteers in our booth, then I would volunteer our booth to be a safe space. So if that opportunity arises, we will volunteer our booth, and under the right circumstances, we would be a safe space, or at least offer to be a safe space for Cosplay Is Not Consent.